We're back to European action today after some good football yesterday, some good results, and a disappointing defeat to Barcelona. We could really steer our European journey right back where we need to go. If we can win this home game against Trabzonspor, we'll sim the game against Granada and then play the game against Celta. Depending on what happens in this game against Trabzonspor, we'll decide whether we play or sim the game against FC Zurich. Obviously, we lost to them by a goal to nil in the played game earlier this season, so we know that they're a challenge, but simming it at home should be pretty straightforward, I hope. But if we don't get a result against Trabzonspor, I'm definitely going to have to play it to try and give myself the best chance of getting a victory. The group is pretty tight. Braga leading the way currently, but with Trabzonspor on 4, ourselves and Zurich locked on 3, that second spot is up for grabs, and we could find ourselves up on 9 points by the end of the episode if things go our way. Obviously, in the league, we're up into 5th place now, just a point outside the top 4 and only 2 points off second. So if things go our way in both competitions, we could be really looking strong at the end of the episode as we head towards the month of December and then into the January transfer window. You can see their starting lineup on the right-hand side here. Trabzonspor again, Musa up top, slightly offset from Bakasetas in the cam roll. It's a similar side that played us in the last game that we won very well. So let's go and do that again, shall we? Drop the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying this save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with a notification bell tick so you don't miss out on any more. Follow me on Twitch, link in the description down below. I'll be live again this afternoon. I'll be live again this afternoon. And let's go play some FIFA for right here, right now. Into Bay, switch it out to the left-hand side. Kufre back in the starting lineup after RTG had a couple of games in the last episode, or certainly some football to be played. Gineppo can't quite get there. Oh, and if he could have stayed on his feet, he might have been able to get to the loose ball. Arda Akbulut with the save to start things off for Trabzonspor. But I tell you what, makes great runs, Musa Gineppo. Absolutely fantastic winger. Really pleased that we made the decision to sign him because he's been a revelation on that left-hand side. Very much enjoying using him. He's added something extra to our attacking play. Going to have to be defending here, though. Bakasetas finds Musa. It's not Ahmed Musa, it's a different Musa, as I mistakenly found out last time we played Trabzonspor. Here's Sari, trying to force him down towards the byline and block the opportunity to cut it back. Asan trying to find some space here too. Parmak, Bakasetas, he's got options, he's offside surely. No. Was the man on the far side playing him on? I thought he was a long way off. I mean, I'm gonna have to have a look at a replay of that. Play develops here, and the pass is played there. It is the man on the far side. I mean, if Kufre was in line with the rest of his defenders, he'd be a good 2 to 3 yards off, because everybody else is on the right-hand side of that dark green line, or that one darker green section, and he was a long way beyond them. But Kufre at the top of the screen plays the man on, and Trabzonspor have themselves an early 1-0 lead here in Spain. Come on, Kufre. You're better than that, mate. Where's your positional sense? It's cost me there. Kufre through to Hernandez. Insua will lift this, looking for Robertone, and I'll lift it over the keeper, and will it dip in time? Off the post. Robertone so close to giving us an equaliser. Oh, it's 2 really clear-cut opportunities now with Gineppo getting in behind. And now Robertone breaking past their defensive line as well. But we haven't been able to score the goal. Good block by Robertone. Camille Hernandez. There you go. He was initially just running between 2 defenders, but he's committed to a side now. Oh! And nearly scores a wonderful goal. Decent effort. Whipping towards that top corner. Keeper probably had it covered if it was going to go in, but it wasn't far away. Back to Özdemir and then Vitor Hugo. And through the middle they come. Wide open, our defensive line there. Thankfully, Kufre's there to cut that ball out. Go to Insua. He had a quiet episode yesterday. Hoping for more from him today. The man that lit yesterday up was Kubo, with some excellent goals and brilliant movement too. But now could be Insua's time. Now is Insua's time. An equalising goal. And just before half-time, it's a great moment in the fixture to score. It really puts them in two minds at half-time. They have to sit there and stew and be like, do we settle for the point? It will keep us above them in the group. Or do we push for a winner? And then maybe leave gaps behind? It's a decision for Trabzonspor to make because we know that we're going for the win. We're back level now. We only need one more. Nice tackle by Bay on Bakasetas. Gineppo trying to keep hold of possession. Does well. Insua to Robertone. And look at the movement. Or space. For some movement for Nicolas Dominguez. Inside to Lucas Robertone. And Hernandez has made a great run. It's a brilliant block. Brilliant block by Parmak. You guys told me that actually Juan Camilo Hernandez is known as Cucho Hernandez. Similarly to like how Aguero was Kun Aguero or Chicharito was Chicharito. Like obviously Javier Hernandez was known as Chicharito. Apparently Juan Camilo Hernandez is known as Cucho. So I shall try and remember to call him Cucho moving forward if you'd like. As I like to try and keep things correct in that way if I can with what I'm calling players. So do let me know if you want me to call it. If you're quite happy with me calling him Hernandez or Juan Camilo, then I'm quite happy to do that too. It is his name after all. Some of you guys noticed actually in not the last episode but the one before, there was an article in the menus apparently showing that Brenner was, our former striker Brenner, was now 89 rated. I don't know if, I haven't checked the video back to see if there is anything that indicates that, but I'll try and remember to have a look after this game at Brenner. I've only just remembered that you mentioned it. Oh, he shot that just wide. I'll have a look. If Brenner has shot from 84 to 89 with his transfer, then that's particularly frustrating, isn't it? Oh, it's a bit further than I thought it was going to be. I thought maybe I'll be able to sneak onto this with Gineppo, but it was a much better throw than I thought it was going to be. Nice block by Artiego, who's come on at right back. I've moved Dominguez into midfield here to hopefully add a bit more quality to our central area as Sheriff Bay's gone off. And I tell you what, Gineppo might be about to score another goal in the Mallorca shirt. He's been a revelation on this left-hand side. So pleased with Moussa Gineppo and making him the starting winger ahead of Moussa. Definitely the right decision. His run making is wonderful. His dribbling is really good. And he has a finish on the end of it too. We now lead in the last 5 minutes here at home against Trabzonspor. It's been a tough game to get yourselves in front from. But we have finally been able to do so. And fingers crossed, we'll be able to hold this out for the final few moments. And it should really kickstart the end of the group stage for us. If we can get a victory against FC Zurich in the game later, then I'll be really pleased, and it should all but assure our progression through to the latter stages of the Europa League, because you would expect Braga to beat Trabzonspor next time out, and if they do, and we beat FC Zurich, you expect Braga to have beaten FC Zurich on this match day as well. So if we can win this game and the next one, we're going to have to hold on late for the corner though, and then beat Zurich, then surely it would be ourselves and Braga battling it out for... no, it wouldn't even be us battling it out for top of the group, because they were already 4 points clear of us. They're on 7 and we're on 3 as we head into this match day. So even if we beat them on the final day, if we both win our games between now and then... Another corner, really? Come on! Blow your whistle, ref, if they equalise. I'm going to be so pissed. We're in the 6th minute added on. Away, please. Ref! And breathe. And breathe. Big victory, that. Very important win. Gineppo coming up trumps with a late goal. And it's a win that we deserved. And where are they? I can't see it yet. I'm going to get a chance to scroll. FC Zurich 1, Braga 3. That's gone according to plan then. Fantastic. Right, we're going to sim this next game against Granada. Because, well, it's a game that we absolutely should be winning at home against Granada, regardless of whether I'm simming or playing. So this should be a straightforward victory. Please be a straightforward victory. Of course it isn't. Granada win by 1-0. Why do things never make sense? I've got some scout reports on the way back. Some of the players you guys are looking to have me sign in January. Of course we've lost that game. Well, I'm going to go and play Celta Vigo now. And if we'd won that game, I'd have been happy to sim the game against Zurich. But now we've lost that game, I kind of feel like I need to play Zurich because the home game isn't necessarily a straightforward win like I thought it would be. Although Granada are a better side than perhaps I give them credit for. They fought hard against Manchester United in the Europa League the other night. And, I mean, they were kind of there or thereabouts in the league last season. And they are 7th this season as well. They're level on points with us, so they are a good team. We're still only 2 points off 3rd and 5 points off top of the table now. But still, we should have got a victory at home against Granada, or at least a point. Frustrating defeat. Right, I'll see you in the game against Celta Vigo then. You guys were right about Brenner, but not only was he 89 when you saw it, he's now 90 rated. He shot from 84 to 90 in the space of 6 months. He's done a Richarlison from the Everton save. Unbelievable. 90 acceleration, 96 sprint. I mean, those physical stats are just disgusting. Technically now 98 finishing, 98 ball control, 94 heading accuracy. Just outrageous. So good, Brenner now. He was really good for me, despite that one dodgy spell. But he's just gone from strength to strength against, or with Arsenal, sorry. We're playing against Celta Vigo here away from home. They're having a poor season down in 15th, but with Arkadiusz Milik up top, we're certainly going to have to pay attention to their front line. It's a really, really wide... It says it's a 4-1-3-2. It's more of a 4-1-2-1-2, isn't it? Just a very, very flat diamond. Yakuslu and Beltran at CDM and Cam, and then with Zanelli and Mendes out wide. But the big gap between Leite and Costas, you imagine Yakuslu will drop back into, but still, there's a lot of space in and around that Celta lineup, and hopefully we can exploit that. We'll wait and see if we can. Celta Vigo away, on the way. Henry into Yakuslu. Lautaro. Not that Lautaro, I don't believe. Just a different Lautaro. Go on then, Cucho, go on a run. Oh, he's left the defender there nicely. And I think Insu was just the right side of the defensive line. I tried to get him to shoot on his right. Couldn't quite work the angle properly to get him to shoot on that stronger foot. Here's Gineppo quickly into Cucho, who again has spun and left the number 3 for dead. David Costas does recover well enough to get a block on the resulting shot. Insua forward to Bay. Defenders tucked in. They haven't yet figured out the AI who my main danger man is. And at the moment, it's Musa Gineppo. Bay across to Insua. Get a shot off early before the defender comes across and blocks it again. Kubo into Robertone. Great touch and burst away. And Insua has Hernandez go. But Teixeira comes across to intercept. Oh, keeps! What's he doing? Oh, can't find a teammate though. I can't find a teammate though. Half an hour played, it's still 0-0. What's the goalkeeper doing? Yakuslu. Yes, nice interception by Bay. Come on, Cucho, off we go. Accelerate, get to that, please. Can we get... Oh, surely we can get a shot on target from here. Yes, we can! Buried, off to celebrate. Mallorca 1, Celta Vigo 0. Really good run by Juan Camilo Hernandez. Found well by Insua. And a deadly finish at the end of it. Had to just cut a little bit closer to goal than I might have liked. Wasn't sure whether the keeper would pull off a save from that angle, but we were able to get it in. We lead by a goal to 0 10 minutes before half-time. And so far as the game has gone so far, I don't think that's going to change. Henry turns nicely back to David Costas. Crossy to Yakuslu. Little dinked ball to get it away from Insua, and still they come forward here, Celta Vigo. They could get themselves a late equaliser in the first half the same way we did against Trabzonspor. That's gone through the defender's legs, and Mendes fires a shot in, but will clear it away. And that will be 1-0 to us at half-time. But despite creating nothing for the first 45 minutes, in the 2 minutes of stoppage time, Celta Vigo had a little bit of threat there. Hopefully, that's not the sign of things to come in the second half. I want to just see this one out quite comfortably, please. Good ball lofted forward. Oh, and Dicker didn't challenge for that. He's normally very good in the air, Evan and Dicker, but he just didn't quite get the better of his man there. Robertone looking for Cucho. Caught on it by David Costas, who's been pretty solid for Celta Vigo at the back. Other than the one chance we've scored, they've been relatively unbreachable at the back. So surprised to see them down in 15th in the league, and they might even equalise here through Milik if Koke Vegas hadn't pulled off a good stop. Zanelli will take the corner, and it's towards Lautaro. Not the best of headers, but David Costas again doing his bit physically. At the other end of the field now, Diogo Leite, Mendes. Oh, it's a nice turn. Trying to stick with him with Nicolas Dominguez. And Zanelli, Kufre for company. Yukushlu. Don't know the way this is coming inside off the post. And, well, Kubo's done that all of his own accord. I didn't ask him to do that. He's just helped it on its way. And then he's won it back. I did that bit, at least. Takafusa Kubo on the move. Inside to Kucho. Well, go on then. Actually, there is the space to send that through there. Space kind of disappeared, annoyingly. Around the corner, no. Referee didn't even blink an eye at that. Deary me. I nailed him. Out to Zanelli. Can we get back in support with the defenders before he gets the chance to cross or shoot? The answer is yes. And we might even force a goal kick. No. Still 25 or so minutes to go in this game. And our 1-0 lead looks very, very slender at the moment. And it might not even exist anymore if Fran Beltran had been able to get that header on target on that far side. Challenge, up we go, please. Well up and Dicker. That's more like it. It's what we're used to seeing from you. Look for... it's not the best of balls when it's playing through. And he's kind of playing him sideways. Robertone's not going to get to that either. And still, the danger is there for Celta Vigo to get themselves back in this game and equalise. I have not been able to find this second goal to save my life. And they keep getting more and more dangerous as the game goes on. Kim Min-jae with a very important interception there. They will look for Robertone. Now we have the opportunity. If Insua can make the right run. We found the right pass at the very least. And Federico Insua can't finish it off. A good save by Ruben Blanco. I'm not going to get a better chance. If they equalise now, then that will be the reason why we don't get a victory. That one chance with Federico Insua has been the most clear-cut opportunity we've had all game to score a second goal. Thankfully, we just keep getting there at the right time defensively to keep them out. Hernandez looking for Musa. Can he get to that? He can't. He can't beat Diogo Leite to it. Time is running out, though, for Celta Vigo. And with just 2 minutes to go now, provided that we don't have as much run over at the end as we did against Trabzonspor, we should be able to see this out from here. Kim Min-jae, he says as they find Zanelli in the box, don't foul him. I didn't even press tackle there, and Dicker just did that all of his own. Don't lose the ball now. Away, please. Kubo's underneath it. Oh, that was nervy. A 1-0 slender margin of victory is what we get here, as we did against Villarreal yesterday. We're not dominating games at the moment, other than that Valencia one yesterday, but we are sneaking wins. One against Trabzonspor, one against Villarreal, one against Celta Vigo now. We obviously snuck defeats from the jaws of victory against Granada. Now, we are in a dominant position here. So if I play this against Zurich and win, that should put us in a very solid position to head into the final match day, and we could just sim the game against Braga and not worry too much about it, provided Braga avoid defeat in their game against Trabzonspor. But we have to win against FC Zurich here. We are at home, we're playing okay, and after losing the last sim game, I'm not overly confident in simming this one. We are at home. Let me actually have a quick look at the league table. We're at Espanyol. If they're much lower down than us in the league table, then I definitely will do it this way around. Espanyol are 14th, and they've got 11 less points than us, and they've lost more than half their games. We'll play Zurich, and we'll sim Espanyol. It's so tight at the top, look. 3 points between 1st and 7th. Real Madrid down in 8th, by the way, on 24 points. They've only lost one game. They've just drawn 6. Right, yes, we shall play Zurich, and then we shall sim Espanyol, and hopefully end the episode really strong everywhere, in all competitions. Copa del Rey will start soon as well. FC Zurich's starting lineup looks very similar to the one that we played earlier on in the group stage. Obviously, Reece Burke was left centre-back on that occasion and is right centre-back now. Kramer up top. Tosin on the right. Shatin at left-back. They're a side that have beaten us once, so we cannot underestimate them. We are playing well, but we were playing well last time we played them, and they still beat me. So I'm hopeful to get the victory. Confident that we'll get the victory, but my own feelings don't necessarily dictate how good a football we're going to play on any given day. Try and get this to Kubo if I can. And lift it looking for Djenepo in behind. And cross it into the middle looking for... Whoa! Jesus me! Nearly shot it into the back of the net. Nearly an own goal there for their left back. Crossed in. And Dominguez was up, but he can't head it on target. Insua will get to that first because he's bloody rapid. Bay back to Ndika. Djenepo's there. Insua spins nicely. Around the outside is Lucas Robertone. And Insua's there again. And that's a lovely worked goal. 9th minute. Mallorca 1, SC Zurich 0. We've already done more in 9 than we did in 90 in the first game against them. Okay. And relax. Okay, Robertone's just fallen over. Never mind. We'll find Kubo. And Hernandez is there. He's going to have to hold it up a bit here and wait for support. She is arriving. And again, Insua will wait for Kubo. And we'll float it towards the back post. Looking, whoa, for Hernandez. Did he lose his footing and just slap it? Or did he actually go for something spectacular? Or he went for something spectacular. It definitely didn't work. Kololi. Nice ball over the top. Kim's going to have to come out of position here. No, Chaten's slowed it down so Dominguez can recover. Can he? Yes. Can he get to that ball, though? No, and the ball has come in, and Ndika should win this header. He's not aimed it very well, though. Robertone didn't see fit to actually try and get control of that. And Janicic will equalise for FC Zurich. They are level, the Swiss. It didn't take them long, either. If Ndika had aimed that header better, would have been fine. But I tried to rush across here and get a block on it. And I ran too far and blocked too late. 1-1, and the group is thrown back into question again. Insua nicely to Robertone. Oh, that was meant for Kubo, but Cucho Hernandez doesn't care who the pass was intended for. He's determined to score. Thumped back in front, and we've barely kicked off. This is turning into a right European classic. I tried to play it. I mean, obviously I was trying to play it to Kubo there, but I mean, that's a hell of a finish from Juan Camillo. Wow, just foot through it. First time. Keeper, no chance. Okay, great. Well, 24-28 after Insua's 9th minute opener. And it's 2-1. We lead again. Sorry, Zurich. Fight back as hard as you like. We have an answer this time. Second goal for Braga. They take a 2-0 lead. So they're doing what we expected them to and beating Trabzonspor. Time this right. Please be onside. Federico. Oh, God. Hit the fucking target, Federico. Dude. You're either amazing or shite. And I'd never know which one I'm going to get. Federico, you've got to finish that, mate. 3-1 and that's game over as Braga advance as group winners if they win this. I think that puts them mathematically top and uncatchable. We know that if we can win this, we're pretty much guaranteed second spot as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know we're already 2-up, so I can't be too frustrated, but still, he's got to bury that, hasn't he? Absolutely has to bury that. He's broken past the offside trap brilliantly to then skew it wide of the target, not even test the goalkeeper. That's not good enough, Federico. If that costs me victory, missed one in the last game that could have given us confirmation of victory and a 2-goal advantage. Federico, mate, don't start underperforming again like you did earlier in your career. You've progressed to become a sensational Mallorca player, but I want you to become one of the best in the club's history, not just one of the best that we have at the club right now. He has the opportunity to, but he's going to have to start taking his bloody chances. Stark to Janicic. Zurich looking to get themselves back in this. Their chances of progression are still there if they're able to work themselves back into this tie. They worked themselves back into the game once with an equaliser, but it didn't take us long to return to winning ways. But they've offered danger in the first game, and they've offered danger in this one, and I cannot take anything for granted here. Insua needs to start taking his chances, but he thinks, if he could set up a teammate for a third and be involved, then at least he's still having a positive impact on the team. But at the moment, I've barely had any of the ball. 35% possession in the first 55 minutes is not good enough for a side that want to take themselves seriously at this stage of the competition. That's going to be my throw. I think no, we'll keep it in anyway, and we'll try and work something. give me a third goal and give me this victory. I don't want to have squeaky bum time in Europe when we're concentrating on making sure we get top 4 football for next season. That's a good delivery. Insua. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper this time. I'm going to take him off. It's a big call, but I am going to take him off. I'm going to move Robertone to cam. I'm going to move Dominguez into midfield, and we'll bring Arteaga on at right back. That's the change I'm going to make right now. Insua just, I don't know what it is, for whatever reason, in this game, in this episode, isn't offering me what I want from him. So, if it's not working, change it. We have done, and hopefully it's a decision that sees us come away with victory in this game and progression out of the European... Oh, don't tell me he's now going to score. No, he's not going to get there. Hopefully it's a victory that sees us, or a change that sees us win the game and progress out of this European group, so we don't have to worry about getting a result against Braga next time out. Because they beat us last time we played them as well. Dominguez. Across to Kubo. Braga are flying against Trabzonspor. They're 4-0 up now. Didn't realise Braga were actually that good. But, oh, it's a nice return ball to Takefusa Kubo. It's not what I intended. Very nearly led to a third goal. Brecher making a good save. Braga are dominating this group. Braga basically doing what I hoped we would do in this group. When we got drawn in it, I was like, that's definitely a winnable group, isn't it? Certainly a progressible group. But it's been a lot more difficult than I hoped it would be. But this would make 3 straight wins after 2 back-to-back defeats to start the group. And, but it might not be it. Thank you, Koke Vegas. 15 to go. He's made a very important save there. Domzoni whips the ball in and headed on by Kololi, but wide of the target. Zurich aren't finished yet. This is... Oh, I didn't want European squeaky bum time, but it really is squeaky bum time. Domzoni. Gimme. Thank you, Evan Ndicka. Ndicka's going on a run. He's had enough of defending. He wants to get involved in the forward picture. We'll look for Gineppo. Hernandez, not really made a run I can use at the moment. Into Robertone, looking to bend that. Oh, and it would have been a wonderful third to seal it, but it's just drifted past that far post. Doesn't very regularly get the opportunity to play in this cam spot. Lucas Robertone. I was hoping he'd offer me something that Insua hadn't so far in this game, but he's offered me exactly what Insua did. Good opportunity, slightly wide. Robertone. Forward to Nicola Dominguez. 2 minutes of stoppage time added on. I might have overhit that looking for Camillo, but he's done brilliantly there to Cucho to retain possession. And I was looking to lift it. Hasn't found him, but the final whistle goes. Now, I think that's Braga mathematically through and top, but I'm not sure what it does for our position. I think it's us through as well, but I will have to double check. A really tight game. Very difficult fixture. Braga just wiped the floor with Trabzonspor, and to be fair, I've wiped the floor with the group as well. We're 7th in the league as we head towards the game against Espanyol, which will quickly sim here, and this time hopefully get ourselves a victory. Let's not have another Granada, please. Thank you. Robertone with a goal after 10 minutes. Game that we dominated, judging by the stats there. Strong possession statistics, and they didn't have a single shot all game. So that puts us, or leaves us, 6th. Still 2 points off 3rd. And still 3 points now only off top of the table. I mean, at this rate, anybody in the top 8 could win the title this season if they keep up their form. I'll quickly show you the Europa League group so we can definitively know what the picture is there as we head towards the final game. And we are through. That victory for us, and with Braga beating Trabzonspor as well, we're progressing through to the next round of the Europa League as, well, definitively 2nd place. We can't catch Braga, and Trabzonspor can't catch us. So we'll sim the Braga game tomorrow, and one of Osasuna, Mallorca, Malaga, Real Sociedad and Betis. With the way that the save has gone so far, Betis are probably the lowest ranked of those teams, but we'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. But I have to be happy enough with the results today and the manner in which they came about. We're a little bit squeaky bum time at times, as we've mentioned, but we're getting points on the board in all competitions, and really I can't ask for more. Whether certain players are firing or not firing, if the team as a whole is getting the results, we have to be happy. And I am. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. I'm live again this afternoon with Football Manager, so follow the link in the description to Twitch and come and join me. And I'll see you over there.